Everyone is born, but who is there to help? I would like to start with a quote by Dag Hammarskjöld. Constant attention by a good nurse may be just as important as a major operation by a surgeon. Hi, I'm Celbi Richardson, and my career is an obstetrics and gynecology nurse, also known as OBGYN nurse. OBGYN nurses help women during pregnancy, labor, childbirth, as well as women with health issues with their reproductive systems. Nurses are constantly checking patients' vitals, contractions, pain medicine, and how close they are to delivering a baby. My first career choice was an OBGYN nurse. My second career choice was a physician's assistant. Physician's assistants work with patients' everyday medical issues like flu, cold, and stomach pains. My third career choice was an athletic trainer. Athletic trainers work with, alongside, players and coaches. Opportunity cost is the second choice lost in order to get the first choice. My opportunity cost is physician's assistant. An OBGYN nurse seemed more appealing to me than physician's assistant because I have the ability to help bring new life into the world. Every career has negative and positive incentives. Incentives are motivation to undertake an action or refrain from it. One negative incentive to my job is that I have non-stable work hours. You never know when someone is going to go into labor. Another negative is that I might see a newborn baby die. Complications may arise while in labor, causing the baby to die. Another negative is that I have to take an extra course after becoming an RN nurse. To become a certified OBGYN nurse, you have to have so many credit hours as a registered nurse, or you have to take a specialized class to become certified. The good thing is that my career has positive incentives. One positive incentive to my job is that I get to help new life come into the world. Every day, OBGYN nurses are helping new lives come into the world. Another positive is that I get to work with new mothers. New mothers are sometimes unsure of their abilities to take care of their child. I'm there to assure them that they can do it. Another positive is that I get to work with newborn babies. I am there to make sure that the baby's needs are met while the mother is recovering. My yearly salary as an OBGYN nurse is $51,000. That means that my monthly salary is $4,250. My monthly budget is spread out to pay for housing, transportation, utilities, taxes, food, medical insurance, school loans, toiletries, and discretionary items. Housing per month costs me $344.50. It is so low because I share a 2-bedroom apartment with one roommate. Transportation is $296.56. That is for my insurance on my 2012 used Subaru Forester and gas for the month. I pay $80 for my phone because, of course, I need my phone. I spend $300 on food because Mama needs to eat. Medical insurance doesn't cost me anything because where I work covers it. I pay $293.44 for my school loans. $30 for toiletries because who wants a smelly nurse? $1,845.37 for my discretionary items. As you can see, my pie graph is divided into categories. My biggest category is discretionary at 43%. My second biggest is taxes at 25%. Next is housing at 8%, then transportation, school loans, and food are at 7%. Utilities is 2%, and then last is toiletries at 1%. Trade-offs is gaining a little more of one thing in return for a little less of another. One of my trade-offs is that I give up weekends because I'm on call, but I love what I do. Another trade-off is that I have unstable work hours, but I still have some downtime. One trade-off that is not related to my job is that I gave up living alone to live with a roommate. In order to prepare for my career, I will attend the University of Missouri-Kansas City, also known as UMKC. I will get my Bachelor's of Science degree in nursing. Then I will take a specialized class to become a certified OBGYN nurse. This will take me about 6 years to complete. If I was to go a different route and get so many credit hours as an RN nurse, then that would take me much longer. The skills needed to become an OBGYN nurse are organization, patience, critical thinking, emotional stability, communication, and attention to detail. My experiences were that I was an intern at the University of Kansas Hospital under the direction of Dr. Jim Randall. I learned critical thinking skills in high-risk situations. All of these pieces helped me to build a strong resume. My references were my college professor, Ms. Jackson, and my former boss, Dr. Jim Randall. I wrote my letter of application to Dr. Edward Jones because I was interested in getting a job at the University of Kansas Hospital. In my cover letter, I talked about the amazing patient care that the hospital provides. This is one of the many reasons why I wanted to work here. I left my contact info, and later I got the job, and I now work at the University of Kansas Hospital. I have 5 websites that give information about my career. My first website talks about how to become an OBGYN nurse. My second website talks about the duties of an OBGYN nurse supplements. My third website talks about skills needed to become an OBGYN nurse. My fourth website talks about what an OBGYN nurse is. My fifth website talks about colleges in your area that have nursing programs. All of these websites help me to learn more about my career. I have 3 articles that give information about my career. My first article is general information about what an OBGYN nurse is, because let's be honest, most people don't know that. My second article talks about duties of an OBGYN nurse supplements. That could be anywhere from helping the baby to helping the mother to helping the surgeon. My third website talks about how to become an OBGYN nurse, what degrees you will need, and how much schooling it will take. These articles help to confirm my decision to become an OBGYN nurse. In conclusion, I would like to quote the famous Dr. Seuss. A life is a life, no matter how small, and I love my job of helping bring in those little lives into the world. I find nothing more rewarding.